Hello. My name is Nurse Choma. I'm the founder of Choosing Nursing. And today I'm going to be talking with you about something totally different. And I'm going to be talking about 8 reasons why you need to start your nursing business. All right. So whether you are a nurse graduate, maybe you just finished nursing school, or you're not even in nursing at all, and you just been thinking about it, you're working a corporate job, I'm going to talk to you about why you should really consider getting started with your own business. And it's not really as hard as you may be thinking that it is to get started. So this is going to be an interesting topic, so I encourage you to watch this video all the way until the very end if you are interested in learning how to, start your own business. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share this video. You've been thinking about this? Wow, look at that. Okay. All right, so go ahead and share this video if you know somebody who's interested in starting their own business. Tag them or share the video, and I'm gonna share the video as well really quickly, and then I'm gonna go over 8 of these topics, and we're gonna do this a little bit different. This is gonna be more like a dialogue kind of thing, so especially for those that have been thinking about it, you're not sure, teach me. Okay. I love it. You guys are ready. You guys are ready. You're receptive to hear. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just share this really fast, and then we're gonna get started. And we're going to talk about how you can change your life, literally change your life by starting your own business. And so I'll share with you, personally about my story. I mean, for those of you, obviously you see me on here. And I started Choosing Nursing actually 4 years ago. It will be 4 years this upcoming June. That's when I started building it as a business and everything. And then I created the website actually in 2012. So it was in 2015 when I actually started building the business, and then it was in 2012 when I started the website. And what was interesting too is that I started everything because I just wanted to I created a blog that I wanted to vent from. So it's kind of interesting how it all started. It's everything that you see right now, it started with a blog. Like, it really did. It started with a blog post or like a blog website, and then I just built it to what it is today. So I'm going to talk to you. It's going to be very enlightening. I try to share stuff that's not stuff you're gonna Google everywhere and see it everywhere. So it's gonna really help you if you're really interested in building another stream of income into your family, your life, for your family, and etc. Wow, a lot of you have been thinking about doing this. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna give you some real good, it's gonna be really eye-opening what I'm gonna share with you guys today. All right, okay. You ready? Let's get started. Let's go and get right into it. So the first one, number 1, all right, as far as starting your own business, your own online business and everything, is that you can leverage your time when you have your own business. So you can leverage your time. What do I mean by that? So when you have, you're working 12 hours, you're working 8-hour shifts, or you're working a 9-to-5 job, you're confined to the hours that you have to submit to the job, right? Some jobs give you some flexibility. For example, that's why a lot of nurses do per diem shifts. And so you do the per diem route because you want to get some flexibility in your schedule. Maybe work once per week, or or something to that nature. But if you, like most people though, where you work 4 12s or 3 12s or whatever the situation is, you can't really leverage your time a whole lot. You're confined to whatever your manager or whatever the schedule is that they give you. And then you have to just work around that. And then the days that you're off, you're tired. I know for me, I was so exhausted. When I first started working as a nurse, I started with night shift. you know, because you're a new grad nurse. So at the beginning, they recommend that you do night shift. So I started with night shift first, and where I lived was about 30 minutes away from home, like 20 to 30 minutes away from home. So I would find myself driving home and then just like dozing off at the wheel and everything. And then I would literally have to pull over and just sleep for an hour or something, and then I would finish driving home because I didn't want to get into an accident. So, you know, but the thing about it is that I would still be tired on my days off. I would still need to go back to bed when I'm on my days off. And I was like, man, like, I'm not really enjoying my days off. I'm just sleeping and eating, you know? So that's the first thing, is that you can leverage your time when you have your own business. You know, like you don't have to take a day off just to go to the doctor, right? Or to take your kids to the doctor's office. You don't have to do that. You determine, okay, on Thursday I'm going to go, right? So that's one of the good things about starting your own business, is that you can leverage your time and decide, okay, I'm going to take time off on X date, and I'm going to do this, whatever I need to do, right? So you don't have to take a day off or use your PTO like the way you would with a corporate job or any other type of job. It's based on you just check in with yourself, right? And you make that decision. You know, like for me personally, I don't have to, like, I leverage my time. So I'm very flexible when it comes to, like, there's some things I'm very firm on, but I'm very flexible with my schedule, you know, like, I have a lot of things to do, don't get me wrong, but I can move things around if I need to, you know. But with the job though, you have to do what? You have to get permission from your manager. You have to call them. You have to say like, hey, I just found out this news or whatever. I need to go. And they may or may not say yes, right? Depending on how nice of a manager you have. So the first thing is that you can really leverage your time. So you get what I call time freedom, right? And to me, I think that's something that's really important. And I realize at the end of the day, a lot of people don't have that. Because especially if you work throughout the week and you have so little time to live your life or to, you know, do those things that will help your family, it can seem kind of, you know, difficult. And this is why a lot of people look forward to the weekends, so to speak, because they don't enjoy their week. So that's number one. The second reason why you should consider, or you need to start your own nursing business, all right, or any type of business of that nature actually, is that you can work from home. You can work from home, you know. So see, one of the things about when you work at a job, like, you know, and everything, you have a job somewhere, you have to deal with traffic, right? You know, and there you have to, which if you're in traffic, that there's always going to put a risk for, you know, accidents and everything on the road. You know, you have to deal with traffic, especially going to work and back. You're losing money on gas every single day that you drive back and forth to work. I think there's like a statistic that shows that on average, I want to say it's people in LA, which is a very congested area, spend about 1/4 of their life in traffic, which is kind of crazy, right? So just being in the car all the time. And it doesn't surprise me because in Los Angeles, the traffic is really, really bad. Talk about 2 hours there and 2 hours back to get to work a lot of times on the freeway. So, but the difference though is that when you have your own business, especially if it's an online business, not a brick and mortar, but you know, you can be able to work from home. You know, you can be able to work from home, and that is really convenient. For me personally, I remember it was about a year or so ago, and you know, I was in Atlanta, and it totally snowed in Atlanta. It was completely snowed in. You know, the roads were horrible. And guess what? I didn't have to leave and drive to work, you know, because of the snow and in the snow and everything. right? So that's one of the advantages right there, is that you can work from home, and that really, it really adds up with the gas, the time that you save, just the convenience of being able to do things from home. If your children go to, let's say you have, young children and they go to school, and maybe they can walk home from school, well, you can be there when they get home, right? You can welcome them and receive them when they get home, versus like, maybe in 4 hours you'll be home and, prepared lunch while I'm waiting, kind of thing. So, you get more time to be at home and to be around your family. That's one of the good things about, that's another reason why you should really consider starting your own business. Okay, so that's number 2, is that you can be able to work from home, which is really more comfortable versus having to, get dressed, get dressed and you have to, with the job, you have to, every single day you have to get dressed, and like, to me that sounds like so much already, but you have to, get dressed, get prepared, get ready, eat, all that kind of stuff, go to work. But when you work from home, you just wake up. Just wake up and you just start work, and you just, whenever you're ready, start working on your computer and stuff. So so that's number 2, is that you can work from home. Number 3, all right, if this one out of all of them is the most important. All right, this one out of all of them is the most important. Taxes. All right, taxes. So if you notice, like, a lot of people this year really felt the impact of their taxes, meaning that they didn't get, a whole lot of money back like the way they normally do. Why? Because the government changed the tax laws, and they changed the laws so that way now it benefits business owners, and it really doesn't benefit people who have jobs, or people who are employees. They changed it dramatically. So a lot of people owed money this year versus getting money instead. And I know that because of even talking to other people, as well as also, I have an accountant who works with other people, and and so just hearing about this is really, they've intentionally changed it. So now you really feel the impact when it comes to taxes. And the tax bracket for business owners is substantially less than it is if you have a job. So if you have a job, I want to say it's about 30 to 40%, meaning that the government takes out of your paycheck about 30 to 40% of your paycheck, right? But for business owners, though, if you own at least one business, as long as it's an LLC or whatever it is, then instead your tax bracket goes down to just 15%. It's about 15 to 20%, which is like half. So that's one thing, is that your tax bracket decreases substantially when you own your own business, and then you're not going to be as likely to owe money like the way you do, you're not going to feel the same impact like you would, if you're an employee. So here's a really good example of how you can leverage this. I'm going to give you a very good strategy, and hopefully you're going to hear what I'm saying. So if you have a business, you can get a lot of tax deductions. A lot of tax deductions. So if you have a business, if let's say you have, if you drive your car, that counts as a deduction. The gas for your car, fixing your car, insurance for your car, your rent, right? Like so many things. When you travel, supplies, all that is business deductions. Meaning that the government pays you for that. This is why like Netflix and Amazon and all them, they made millions of dollars, but didn't pay the IRS anything because they've mastered the deductions. So when you have a business, you can deduct so much as a business owner, as long as it helps in any shape, fashion, or form to build the business, it counts as a deduction. There's some things that don't. Like there's a very specific list, but there's a lot of things that do. So for example, one thing that would be smart for those of you that are struggling to pass your exam, what I would do, okay, what I would do is that I would start an LLC, right, and make like some type of LLC that has to do with nursing. And then what you're gonna do, like you start a business that has to do with nursing in some regard, and then whatever you like, when you pay for your review classes, when you get scrubs, when you get stethoscopes, all that counts as business deductions. So your business is paying for you to become a nurse. Your business is paying for you to upkeep your license. Your business is paying for all this stuff versus you just paying it all out of pocket. Did you see what I just said right there? If you heard what I said, that's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. So instead of you paying everything out of your own finances, you're paying it through your business instead, and it counts as a business deduction instead. You know, oh, you lost your grandmother? I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up, Evelyn. I'm sharing some nuggets right now that will help you. All right? So, this is what I mean though, is that you can start some type of business, right? Start some type of business that has to do with that, and you want to pick something honestly that is related to your background, your experience, something that you like doing. It doesn't have to be nursing, honestly. It can just be it doesn't have to be nursing. It can be something that's non-related to nursing. Right? But something that you enjoy doing, right? Something that you think you would enjoy doing, something that you're passionate about, like something that you want to help people in, something to that nature. But that's one of the biggest things though, is that if you do like something that's a nursing side business, then you can leverage that and use the finances from your business to cover upkeeping your nursing and everything, right? When you're a nurse, you as a nurse generally, to get your scrubs, to do your what's the other word I'm looking for, your scrubs, your certifications, your CAUs, all that counts as deductions. Okay, so that's one of the biggest things right there is taxes. You're not gonna get the same impact and hit financially when it comes to your taxes just because you own an LLC. That's just because you have an LLC, and depending on what state you're in, it doesn't cost a lot to file an LLC. All right, it's probably under $100, honestly, depending on what state that you reside in. So that's the third reason, is taxes. All right, if there's anything else I could say, that would be the biggest reason to start a business, is so that way you don't lose money when it comes to your taxes. Number four. We all know this one. This is the one that's highlighted everywhere. But number 4 is unlimited earning potential. Okay? Unlimited earning potential. That's one thing that attracted me to being a business owner. Because I don't just do this, I have other things that I do too. An LLC is pretty much a limited liability company. Limited liability company. So it's a basic it's just like it's a basic what's the word I'm looking for? Like that's like the smallest type of business you can own as a sole proprietor, meaning that it's just you. So it's an LLC is just another name for a small business owner, or like a small but legally. All right? So you own an LLC means you own a business. That's what it means. Just to make it simpler. There's different types. There's, corporations and etc. But for the sake of this conversation, an LLC is just legally a term for a type of business. Okay, so number 4 is unlimited earning potential. So the thing though about when you have a job, you're always going to be limited to the hourly rate your job gives you, right? So if your job says it's $20 per hour, it's $30 per hour, whatever the rate is, that you're always going to be limited to that that rate, right? But when you have a business, there's no cap on what your earning potential can be. It's just all about your ability for the business to generate revenue. So there's no limit with your earning potential with a business owner, as a business owner. That's the thing about being in business, right? But if you have a job though, it's always going to stop at a certain point. And the thing about a job, a lot of nursing, not with nursing, but aside from that though, jobs are not really secure, right? Something can happen at any point. So when you have a business though, there's a potential where your earning potential is not going to be limited to an hourly rate. It's going to be based on whatever your business can generate. Okay, is this helping so far? Are you guys learning something? Based on what I'm sharing. Hopefully, you guys are learning some new information, and I hope it's giving some. I hope it's encouraging those of you that's been thinking about it. As far as why. Okay. Okay. All right, and thank you for sharing the video and also for liking the video too. All right, so the first ones, like I said, the first one is you can leverage your time. Number 2 is you can work from home. All right. Number 3 is taxes. Number 4 is you have unlimited learning potential or earning potential. Yes, you did, Evelyn. Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah, be encouraged, Evelyn. I know many times you've been very discouraged, and I know you've suffered a lot, but just know it's a new season for you. Amen. It's a new season for you. It's a new time, right? And there's more that's coming. So just be encouraged that it's a new season for you. So don't focus on what's behind. Now start to look to what is ahead. Okay. All right. Okay. So number five, you're welcome. You decide your vacation. You're welcome. You decide when you go on vacation. You decide that. Right? I know, right? I should do the prayer call again. But you decide when you go on vacation. Right? You know what I realized? When it comes to being a business owner, you get a lot of autonomy. You have there's over your life. You have a lot of autonomy, meaning that you have a lot of say over your life. And I think for some people, maybe some people don't want that. They want somebody to tell them what to do and everything. But I know for me, I didn't. Right? So you have more autonomy, more control over your life when you own your own business. And you can determine when you go on vacation. This is what did it for me, honestly. I remember when I have been working for a while, and I requested months in advance for me to travel somewhere. And when it came near the time, right, I was turned down. They said no. And I always was, I was always there. I was doing the overtime. If they needed me to be there, I was there, right? So I was always available. I always came to work, everything. But then, right, like I said, when I wanted to take time off, it was, like so-and-so is also going on vacation during that time, and we don't have enough staff, so I'm sorry, we have to deny your request. And that was the point where I was like, yeah, I'm going. I was like, yeah, this is not working no more for me. So that's one of the things too about being a business owner. You don't have to check in with somebody. about when you're going to go on vacation. All right, let's go in 3 months. Let me just start putting the money aside and everything, right? You determine that versus having to, get time off or request it or, all that kind of stuff. You make that decision and you decide when you can go on vacation or when you can take your family on vacation. So that's number 5. You can decide, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna know how much you need, like what you need, right, in order to be the best version of yourself. All right, so that's number 5. You decide when you go on vacation. Number 6, you get paid to travel. Did you know that? When you're a business owner, you get paid to travel. What do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, you want to go to Florida, right? Let's go to Florida. I want to go to Florida, blah, blah, blah. And I want to enjoy Miami, Florida, and be on the beach and all the good stuff. Well, you know what? There's a business conference that's going to be in Miami, Florida. Let's go to the business conference, write that off as a deduction, and enjoy Miami, and it's also vacation at the same time. See that? So when you have your own business, as long as you're traveling, if it's business related, that counts as a business deduction. You can travel to wherever, and you can enjoy that area and everything, right? And that will be count as a business deduction. If you go out to eat somewhere, and let's say you go out to eat with, either your mentor or an employee that you have, or whoever it is that's related, that helps you to build your business, the tab that you spent counts as a business deduction, right? So that also counts as a business deduction as well. You know what? I am going to be having a prayer call soon. Actually, I just remember that right now. I'll keep you guys posted. I am going to have one, actually. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing right there, is that you get paid to travel too. All right? You're paid to travel because if you're traveling because of your business, it counts as a business expense. All right? It counts as a business expense, and that's a deduction towards your business. Okay? These are all really good reasons to start a business, right? And that will really help to bring more, I want to say, meaning to your life, right? Meaning, fulfillment, or stability to your life. You need to make me your mentor. That's what I'm working on, is like I want to mentor more people. Okay, so that's number 6, is you get paid to travel. Number 7, and this was one of my favorite ones, no boss. Okay, you don't have a boss, right? So if you just got off of work, right, you're dealing with you can't stand your manager or whatever the situation is, right? You don't have to deal with that when you have your own business, right? You don't have to, somebody that's always overseeing you, always overlooking you, putting pressure on you. I mean, like, some people have a great relationship with their manager, but then other people, it's like other people though, the managers is crazy, so and it's like every time you go to work, it's like you're dragging your feet to go to work and everything, so so that's one of the things too, is that no boss. All right, you would love for me to mentor you. I'm gonna do that. Just wait, it's coming. I promise you, it's coming. Okay, so no boss as well, right? So you check in with you. All right, you're your own boss. The 8th one, number 8, is you can network and meet a lot of people. You meet a lot of people when you're a business owner. So if you like people, if you're a people person, like if you're not, that's okay, because if you're working from home, you don't have to go outside, right? But if you are though, you can network and you meet a lot of people when you own a business. You have to, because you have to develop partnerships. You need to also obviously, create new leads in your business, right? So when you're a business owner, you get to network, you get to meet a lot of people, you get to, like sometimes you'll be in places or in rooms you would have never expected to be around, right? And you meet a lot of people. You get to you get to meet a lot of different people every single day. I mean, depending on how your business is, but you get to network. And you get to meet different people. I've met a lot of different people, and I know there's a lot more that I'm going to be meeting soon, right? So that kind of adds more meaning to your life too, especially when you meet other people who are business owners or artists or celebrities who are been doing it longer than you have, right? It's a really interesting experience to have. Okay, so you get to network as well. That's number 8. And this is the last one. This is a bonus one, though. All right, this is a bonus one. But you get to make a difference. You make a difference in people's lives. I know a lot of people, right, are miserable with their jobs, are not happy. I'll share with you, like when I was working, I loved helping people, but I didn't like the stress and my back hurting and the exhaustion with it, right? So I loved being there in the hospital with the patients and life and death situations. That was wonderful, but it didn't, for me though, it didn't override dealing with the stress, doctors yelling at you sometimes, cleaning patients that are 800 pounds, like just dealing with really stressful situations, patients that are dying, going to the room and then the family's mad at you even though you just got there. Like just different things that was just like, yeah, I don't know about this, right? So there were certain things that I just couldn't do anymore for me personally. And so that is that's another thing that really helped to birth choosing nursing. And now I get to make a difference with people all over the world. So I may not have one-on-one direct contact with patients, but I'm birthing more nurses who will be able to take care of more patients. And I know for me, the way I saw it was that I realized, what, I'm one person, but what can I do differently in order to multiply myself? And that is what helped me and led me to do what I do now, right? So being able to make a difference is like one thing that keeps me going, and it's definitely a humbling experience, to say the least, right? But just imagine that being you, though, to be in a position where people tell you, like, what, thank you so much, because of you, like this changed my life. Because of you, my relationship with my wife or my husband is better. Because of you, our hospital is performing at this potential now. Because of you, things have just really changed in our family. Because of you, just different things and people are coming back to you, giving you such feedback because you helped them. And here's the thing about being a business owner: you don't have to be the face like the way I am, right? You don't have to be the face of your business. You could be a business where it is booming, it's making doing really, really well, and nobody knows it's you. I remember that's what I wanted, but that's not what happened. Right? But nobody knows it's you, so it doesn't have to be that way, right? But there's so many different things you can do, though, when it comes to your business. And of course, like I said, it's going to help you to build another stream of income. So that way you have some cushion when it comes to, you know, bills, rent, whatever the situation is. You have some extra cushion, and then you can build that over time. All right. So these are 8 reasons, all right, plus a bonus one, why you need to really consider starting your own business. All right, a nursing business. And what I want to encourage you to do, for those of you who have not passed yet, don't keep looking at what you don't have. Start identifying what you do have and then leverage that. All right. So don't keep thinking, well, I don't have my license yet. I don't have, you know, I took my exam X times. Okay. What do you have? What do you know that you can utilize and leverage in order to start a business? Right? There's always something. There's always something that you can do or use. Like, there's one person, what she did, she just started counseling people. She started counseling people and encouraging other people to, you know, pursue nursing and everything, even though she had not yet passed her exam. You tell for a seminar, but I don't see any way until I pass. You have to think outside the box. You have to think outside of the box. Right? You have to think outside the box, because a lot of seminars are going to give you the information, depending on what you attend to, based on being a you know, based on being a licensed nurse already. So, oh, good, I'm glad to answer your prayers, right? You have to think outside the box. Can this apply to my book business? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can write a book. Absolutely. That's a great idea right there. Write a book and leverage the book. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, for sure. So, you don't, so like I said, don't keep looking at what you don't have. You need to look and identify what you do have and leverage that. All right? Leverage that. There's what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you, if you want more help on starting a business, where to get started, I have a free training where I go over, you know, 3 tips on building your successful online business. All right? If you want to join that training and get access to it and everything, go to this link. Somebody put in the chat box for me. It's 6 figures, SIXFIGURES.choosingnursing.net. Okay? 6 figures .choosingnursing.net. All right, 6 figures.choosingnursing.net. Just go to that link and sign up, and I'm gonna send you a training where I go over more tips, and then also I'm gonna as well help you to come up with some ideas on what your business can be. All right, what type of business you can do. Like I said, it's not hard. All right, it's not hard. There's so many businesses. You will be surprised. Can you believe there's a business on bacon? Like there you go. Thank you, Evelyn. It's all together though. The 6 figures part, it's all together. Yeah, there's a multi-million-dollar business on candles that smell like bacon. Can you imagine, like a candle that smells like bacon is making $1 million? Yeah, right. So you will be surprised on what actually works. You will be very, very surprised. It doesn't have to be something, you know, like I said, you got to think outside the box. That's the biggest thing. If you keep thinking on what you've already seen, okay, or what you've already seen or what you've already been told, then you're going to be limited. But if you think, okay, what do I have, right? What do I have? What do I know? And then how do I leverage that, right? Some of you, what you can do, you can build your own course on how I got through nursing school, or how to, like, you know, there's so many things You'll be surprised. There's so many different things that you can do. So many different things that you can do. Okay, so if you want to join the this is my entrepreneur list. So this is a totally different it's not connected to the list that I have for nursing students at all, or nursing graduates, or passing the NCLEX. This is if you're interested in building a business. Let me put it on here so it's easier, so people know. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay. Okay, that's better. I don't know if it will let me pin the comment. Oh, no, it doesn't let me pin it. Okay, I put the comment at the bottom. Okay, I put the link at the bottom. That's what it looks like. sixfigures.choosenursing.net. Go to that link, put your name and email in, and I'll send you the video, and then I'll give you some tips and advice to starting your business. I am going to be, in addition to everything I do, I do help people one-to-one with starting a business as well. So, but that's the thing though, I will let people know if they're interested. I only work with a couple of people because it takes a lot of energy to do that. So, to sit down with you and figure things out and everything. All right. But if you want to get the free video training and then additional advice, just join the link and everything, the email list for entrepreneurship, and I'll send you the information. Your books are on Amazon. You have 8 books? Wow. Oh, you better go ahead, Evelyn. That's wonderful. Oh, I love that. There you go. That's really, really good. So if you're so passionate about writing, here it is. I'm going to help somebody right now, actually. You should write a book on how, you should create a course on how I publish my book. Bam. There you go. That's money right there. There's so many different things you can do, because you just showed right now, right? You know how to write a book, and look how you did. You published 8 of them, and that gives you credibility. So now you can create a course or something on how to publish your book. It's not hard, I'm telling you. It's just all about being innovative. All right, you guys. So have a wonderful night. I hope that this gave you some type of confirmation, encouragement about starting a business and everything, and I think it will really, really help you. All right, so I'll talk with you guys very, very soon. All right, bye-bye.